What's up, everybody? This is Bradley Sutton, and with me I've got
Matt Benton, hello.
and we're from Helium 10, and this is now episode 7, as you can see right down there, of the Helium 10 Ask Me Anything. Now, we welcome a lot of you guys back who have been with us since episode 1, but we realize there's a lot of people out there who maybe for the first time are seeing this and don't even know what Helium 10 is. So, Matt, can you help those new guys and gals to understand, what Helium 10 is about?
Yeah, absolutely. Helium 10 is an entire suite of tools for Amazon sellers. We've got everything from product research to keyword research to competitor spying, listing optimization, refunds, hijacker alerts, inventory protection. Over 20 tools now. I won't name them all, but we've got over 20 tools. And it is by far the most reliable and the most trustworthy tool, probably best value out there for Amazon sellers.
All right. Well, thank you very much. So if you guys have any more questions, you can go to helium10.com or ask us and comment down below, and we'll answer your questions about Helium 10. Today's episode, we're going to be going over different questions that we've gotten in the last few days, and actually from last week too. You guys have been sending a lot of those questions in. So as a reminder, we'll mention this link at the end too. If you guys want to ask any questions that can go on one of these Facebook Lives, what's the web link that they can go to ask those?
Helium10.com/questions to submit your questions. Helium10.com/questions.
All right. And then again, throughout the broadcast, please do comment down below. Let us know how we're doing. That's the only way we know how we're doing. And there's some emojis you might see at the bottom, so be sure to hit those. I heard Manny say that Matt only will get paid for today's work if he gets about 100 likes. So please make sure to hit those likes for Matt's sake. You don't want him going without, he's skinny enough as it is. We don't want him going without food because he has no money. So we got to get him those likes. Anyways, we usually try and start the different broadcasts with maybe a tool that is in the Helium 10 suite and a different feature of the tool, especially ones that you guys might not know. So I'm going to jump right into it, and we're going to look in Cerebro. There we go. Let me get this off of the screen. There we go. All right. So we're in Cerebro. A lot of people search just for the organic results. That's the default. But if you look here, I just did a search for a tactical flashlight ASIN. And actually, before I even get into this, I keep forgetting that we have a lot of new people on. Matt, what is Cerebro?
Cerebro is one of our keyword tools. The other one is Magnet. Cerebro is the reverse ASIN keyword lookup. So you can type in an ASIN, and it'll return all the keywords where that ASIN shows up in the search results on Amazon. Remember, Amazon data, not all tools have it. So that's quick cliff notes of Cerebro.
All right. So now with that in mind, we normally search for organic, but in the last little bit, we've added this thing called sponsored results, and that allows us to actually see what kind of sponsored ads have come up, or what kind of sponsored ads have come up on different keywords for this ASIN. Now, if you look here, I just went to a tactical flashlight search, and it came up with about 141 words. Some are strange. Aquarium gifts for men. If I hit this column, it actually sorts by how many times this exact phrase is searched per month on Amazon. So tactical flashlight, that's the obvious biggest keyword that they're going after. So this can be very helpful if you're wondering, maybe you've got a tactical flashlight, you want to know what kind of words to also send sponsored ads to, or you might see some different ideas about words that you didn't even think about, like that one that we just saw, gifts for aquarium or whatever that was. Who would have thought that would be a word that could be targeted? Interesting point here. If you notice here, when we clicked the sponsor results, only 141 keywords came up. And now what that could mean is that this seller might be only running some manual ads or manual campaigns for specific keywords on his listing. Now, I also did the very next tactical flashlight that came out in the search, and look here how many results came up. So total keywords, 1,000 came up for this guy. So what that might mean is he is targeting or using an automatic campaign, and that's why a lot more keywords have been coming up. But either way, this is a great way to get a lot of different keyword ideas for your product or sponsored product ideas. So that's Cerebro in a nutshell. So let's go ahead and go now to our questions. And our first one is from Sean Pittman. He says, Sean, by the way, for those of you who haven't been with us, we have a question from Sean almost every week because he submitted like 10 questions. So we're trying to get to them one per week. So thank you very much, Sean. If you're on the broadcast, please make sure to comment and say hi to us. We really appreciate your good questions. So Sean's first question is there a clearer video on magnet and what the actual columns mean and the role each play? So Matt, can you handle that one for us? Let me go to magnet while he's there.
Sure. Sean, not exactly sure which video you're talking about, but for those of you who don't know, inside every tool in Helium 10, there's a blue learn button. So Bradley, can you click on that?
Sure.
Pause it. And then there's over probably 5, 6, 7, over 10 tools, 10 videos in each tool where we show different functions. We're working on new ones every single day just to give you guys a quick like 2 or 3 minute rundown of the tool and whichever feature that video is explaining. And that's just a real quick way. If you don't know what the tool does or the best way to use it, hit the blue learn button and either Manny or Bradley will give you a quick rundown of what that tool does and different functions in it, how to best use it.
All right. And another thing that you guys can do, Sean or anybody else for any of our tools, if you notice, he talked about the columns. So if you actually mouse over after you have the results. Let me go back to Cerebro. And you can actually, mouse over and it will give you the definition of what that column is doing. So for example, this actually defines what CPR is. So I just moused over CPR daily giveaways and it tells me CPR stands for the Cerebro product rank using the CPR method, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So once you actually have the results, you can just mouse over any of these columns to find out more information about what it does. So thank you again, Sean, for that question. We've got another one here from Hector, and Hector's asking about the ASIN keyword method to check if a certain keyword is indexed. And he said there's been a recent Amazon algorithm change and there's discrepancies about this method. And this question is kind of long, so I'm just kind of paraphrasing it there. But yes, definitely we have seen a lot. We talked about in the last episode that Manny Coates, did in a long time ago. He noticed in April certain indexing changes. And just to give you guys an example of what Hector might be referring to, I just did this search for this ASIN and this keyword. And as you can see, it says one result came up. But strange things have been happening for a while now. Like, for example, let's just change the order of these keywords. I'm not using any different keywords. So before, this is all you would have to do to see if your product is indexed or not. Now, all I did was I put the ASIN on the end. Now, watch what happens when I search for it. We have 0 results. We have 0 results here. So as you can see, guys, there are some crazy things, happening, with Amazon, indexing. However, I have a lot of ASINs that I'm tracking, and I use keyword. I've been testing it on not keyword tracker, keywords. It's 5K checker. 5K checker. I've been tracking them, and I have no issues right now. That's not to say last week I did have some issues because of some of these changes that we're seeing. So if you guys ever notice that something's just not showing, or you think that your ASINs should be indexed for something, please make sure to let us know and support at helium10.com. That's how we will be able to help you guys and get our developers on it. But right now, when I'm using the 5K checker, everything seems to be normal for me. So thank you, Hector, for that question. Let's go ahead and have another question here from Lana. When will X-Ray be supported on Amazon UK, Germany, etc.? We actually get this question a lot. Matt, any updates on that for us?
Sure. Thanks, Lana, for your question. We get this question a lot, like Bradley said. When will certain tools work in other markets? Most of our tools work in the majority of markets like the UK, Canada, and other places. Of course, all.com. When will X-Ray come to UK, to answer your question? We're aiming to have it come out in Q4, so it's coming soon. Q4 is right around the corner, so keep an eye out. X-Ray inside the Helium 10 Chrome extension is coming soon. By the way, for those of you who don't know what X-Ray is, it's our product research tool, different from Black Box. So Black Box is where you're going to find a product, enter in your search criteria, whatever works best for your business. Maybe Bradley is going to pull up X-Ray here, but Black Box is where you're going to enter in your criteria to find whichever product you want. And X-Ray is where you're going to dive deep on an Amazon search results page or a product listing page to see what sales look like, the number of reviews, and really dive deep into the market to see if it's a good idea to get in to that product or not.
All right. Yeah. So if you have any more questions on X-ray, please submit it. But yeah, for right now, this is Amazon.com. But again, to answer Lana, we're going to hopefully have the X-ray available for the UK market and other European markets. We're targeting Q4. All right. Let's go ahead and keep going with the questions. Who do we have here? Brandy. Brandy says, as a newbie, what is the best way to learn how to find good keywords and correctly use them in your title and bullets? That's an excellent question. Newbies and veterans alike can all use Helium 10's tools to get good keyword info from. So for example, we use Magnet, or I use Magnet when I make my listings. And let's say we have a product that we know is a certain niche. Give me any random product description or title.
Knee bands.
Knee bands.
Knee brace.
Something other than tactile flashlight. We always use tactile flashlight. So
Let's try knee brace.
Brace. All right. So what I would do if I know I'm coming out with a knee brace, I want to get some keyword ideas. So I'm going to enter knee brace right in here in Magnet. And what is Magnet again for the people who have not heard? Brandy, she said she's a newbie. Maybe she doesn't know about Magnet.
Sure. So earlier in today's show, the Ask Me Anything, we talked about Cerebro, which is the reverse ASIN keyword tool. Magnet is our seed keyword tool. So if you enter in a seed keyword like Bradley did for knee brace, it's going to return all the most relevant keywords for that seed keyword.
All right. Thanks. By the way, guys, if you missed it, when we said earlier, Matt's only going to get paid today if we get the likes. So please hit the likes. That's how we get our feedback down there. Hit the little emojis. And we see the little hearts and thumbs up coming through. So thank you guys for the love. Matt thanks you. His stomach thanks you. So he can eat tonight. He might take me out to dinner if he gets enough likes today. So it's for me too. So as you guys can see here, I entered in knee brace. And this one shows some of the top products that are in that category. Some related words. But this part is what I usually focus on. This came out with 2,171 different keyword phrases that all might be related to knee brace. So the first thing that I do, what do you think the first thing is? I don't know if Matt knows my technique, but what do you think the first thing I do is?
I usually sort by exact phrase search volume. I don't know about you.
Great minds think alike, Matt, I swear. All right, so to do that, I hit this column, and what that is going to do is it's going to search by exact phrase search volume. So first of all, the first thing that we find is that knee brace, lo and behold, is the #1 most searched word that has to do with this. Now, another one is a knee sleeve. Another one, knee compression sleeve. So what I would do if I was making a listing, I would examine these and see which ones I think are the most relevant to my keyword. And the ones that have the most search volume, I'm going to find a way to put that into my title. And let's say for some reason I wanted all 2,000 of these words in my listing. A really cool feature is right here, I can export this to CSV, to Excel, or to another one of our tools that we don't talk about much on here called Frankenstein. So let's see what happens when I hit this. I just exported all of those keywords to Frankenstein. Now I only want to see these keywords once. All right. So I'm going to remove the duplicates. I'm not going to maintain the phrases. I'm going to remove common words. All right. And I think that should be good. All right. So I'm just going to process this. Now, this is something that if you were having to do manually, it would take you forever. So within an instant, as you can see, it took this whole character list of 45,000 characters, and now I'm down to 518 words. So what can I do with that? I'm going to copy it to our other tool, which is Scribbles. And while I'm doing that, Matt, can you tell us what Scribbles is about?
You bet. So Scribbles is our listing building tool. So once you've found all the keywords that you want to use in your listing, from your most important keywords all the way down to your long tail keywords that maybe you might just stuff in the back end of your listing, Scribbles is where you're going to go in and actually build your listing. So Bradley's you want to talk about how Scribbles keeps track of your most important keywords as you enter them?
Yes. So check this out. So I had said that I for sure maybe want a knee brace and running, maybe gym. These are all important keywords. So watch what happens. These are all the words that came from that search. I'm going to type in knee brace, and look what happens as I'm typing these into my listing. The words will come out. So knee and brace, now I've used it. Now these are unused keywords. Great for gym. Look, Jim came out. Notice that 4 nothing came out is because remember in Frankenstein, I deleted the common words. I don't care about the common words. I was more concerned about these words right here. So great for Jim. Just you can pick another word here for men or women. And so as you can see, what was her name? Brandy, right? Brandy who asked us. So Brandy, as you can see, I start with a search on Magnet and I get all my important keywords. I process those keywords using our other tool, Frankenstein. And then once I'm done with all of my keyword research, I bring it into Scribbles and then I'm making my listing here so I can make sure that I'm using all of those important keywords somewhere in my listing, whether here it's in the title, the description, the bullet points, the back end keywords, etc. So really, again, as Matt said when he was first describing Helium 10, it's really a one-stop shop that allows you to do all of these things in right within our tool suite. Let's see if we have a time for 1 or 2 more questions here. Let's see. All right. Kevin has a question, and maybe Matt can handle this. He said, regarding Cerebro, is it a live tool or updated once a month or what? So how is this updated, Matt?
Yeah, good question. Thanks, Kevin. The tool is updated very frequently. Different keywords within the Cerebro update at different times. If you want to mouse over, Bradley, the age column, the age column, it says how long ago the product was spotted in its reported position. So whether that was greater or less than 30 days, from 7 to 30 days ago. So you can see how frequent that tool, or when the last time that keyword was spotted in that reported position, and position there is just the next column over. So if you look at those keywords, the majority of the keywords there in the beginning are either in position 1, let's see, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2. So this guy is selling really well and he's ranking really high for his keywords.
All right. So again, it's not live data, but it's this. There's no guessing as far as when it is. For sure, the oldest that this snapshot of rank was taken would be 30 days. But a lot of it is down to 7 days or just about a week ago. Unless somebody is doing some huge giveaway or something crazy is happening on their listing, most of the ranks stay pretty steady. So if you see something where they're ranked number 2, 7 days ago, it's very unlikely they're ranked number 160 or something today, unless it's a brand new listing and the rankings are all over the place. So thank you very much for that question, Kevin. Let's go ahead and do one more here today. This is from Benjamin, and I've seen this in the message board in Facebook. Sometimes it says, sometimes in X-ray, the variations all show the same unit sales number. This leads to the total sales number being much higher than the actual sales. Is there any reason why this happens? Benjamin, great question. The answer is yes, there's a reason why that happens. And it's not on Helium 10 side, but I have pulled up here an example. Let me make sure I'm still sharing. Yep, I'm still sharing the screen. Any shout outs we can give for them? We got a lot of people jumping on. John,
Jacob. John, what's up? How are you doing? Thanks for coming in. You were here yesterday. Jacob, who else? Clotel St. John. Guillermo, thank you guys for joining. Sarah,
how's it going? John, I thought you couldn't come on today. I saw him post that he wasn't going to be able to come on. Maybe he's like sneaking. He's supposed to be at an event with his wife, but he's got his phone underneath the table there, giving us love. So thanks. Anyways, back to Benjamin's question here. Here is a page with a bunch of variations of socks. Now, notice what happens when you hit X-ray on this. I think this is what he's saying. He's saying, hey, everything is 2,100 sales. Everything has the same BSR. Everything has the same amount of reviews. So why is that the case? Well, check this out. What is happening is Amazon is doing something kind of strange on some listings. If you go down here to where the Amazon's bestseller rank is, so remember these numbers. It's saying that this exact variation, this child item, is 2,491 in clothing, and it's number 9 in casual socks, all right? Now, what's supposed to happen is if you click on some of these others, it should be something different. So I'm just going to click here, and I hope I picked it. Oh, I love Van Gogh. I need to get these socks. That's my other favorite painting. These are literally three of my favorite paint, or all four of my favorite paintings. I'm gonna buy it from this guy here. Anyways, if I go down here, it should have changed it, but look what happens. I'm on a completely different child item that has a different rank and everything, but look what Amazon is doing. It's making it 2,491 in clothing, shoes, and jewelry. Number 9 in casual socks. So again, I mentioned it yesterday. We're basing our results on actual Amazon data. So if this is what Amazon is giving us, we've got to give it. It's kind of like the garbage in, garbage out, like you learned in school. So Amazon is giving us, so that's why X-Ray is also doing this. To show you an example of when Amazon is not doing something screwy, take a look at this listing. This is something that has a couple of variations here on makeup. This is the ASIN, as you can see up here. And let's look at these search results or the rankings. It says 17,000 in beauty and 118 in concealers. In addition, I'm going to hit X-Ray, and notice it is not showing the same results as that socks one did. We have different rank, we've got different revenue, we've got different sales. And the reason is, if I were to click on this in Amazon, it is giving the different ranks and the different, even in the main categories and the subcategories. Why Amazon does this on some variation listings, I don't know. But again, the bottom line is what Amazon gives us, that's what we've got to give you guys. So if you ever wanted to, make sure of what you're looking at, just look down here at the bottom of the actual rank, and you'll see why Amazon is doing something like that. So thank you very much again. Who is that? Benjamin, for the question. So if you guys want to give more questions, that's all the time we have for today. Give us that link again.
Yeah, to submit your questions, go to helium10.com/questions. We do these every Tuesday and Thursday at 3 p.m. Pacific. So join in. We did this one on a Wednesday just because we had so many questions coming in. And thank you guys for submitting them. Again, that's to submit your questions, helium10.com/questions.
All right. We have a giveaway that we did yesterday that anybody can get for
YouTubers even. We asked them 40 of our most pressing questions that some of you guys submitted. And so we got answers to all 40 of those questions and more. So we compiled all those questions and released them in an ebook.
The screen went dead for a little bit. I think we hope you guys didn't miss too much of the last 2 minutes of what I said, but I got the message from Jacob. Hopefully everybody can see. Please send us a message if you can see it. No. All right, John's came back. All right, so keep going. We're talking about the free ebook.
Yeah, so the ebook is just a compilation of some of the biggest names in the Amazon business, YouTubers, thought leaders, just really smart folks. And we asked them 40 plus of all our most pressing questions and things that we wanted to know, and so did you. So we compiled that into an ebook. And yes, I won't name drop any, but we've got some really big names. So check it out to see what's going on. Amazon Seller Secrets Revealed Volume 1. More coming soon.
Okay. And so it looks like there was about 30 seconds that got lost where we had a black screen. You couldn't hear us. So what we had said at the beginning of that, in order for you guys to get that free giveaway, you just look in the description of this video right here. It's at the very top, and there's a link right there that'll put you into our messenger service so that they can give you guys the direct link to that. Also, by doing that, that's actually a good thing, because then you'll be informed, or you'll have a notification of when our next broadcast is, which is going to be tomorrow at 3 p.m. It makes sure that whenever you see these notifications or the events, you just click on Remind Me, so that it'll pop up on your phone when we come up, so you can catch us live. A lot of you guys are members of our two main Facebook groups, which are, what's our two main Facebook groups?
Helium 10 users, if you're a Helium 10 user, and FBA High Rollers. So Amazon FBA High Rollers is one, and the Helium 10 users group if you are a Helium 10 user.
Okay.
Which you should be.
Yeah. So if you're a member of those two groups, great. But don't forget to like our page too. That's where actually all these videos are being posted to. Make sure to like the page so that you'll be notified when we go live. And that's just Helium 10. So the Helium 10 software. So just click on the icon that is on the announcement for this video and make sure to click like on that page. Even after this video, if you guys are watching the replay, don't forget to hit the likes. Don't forget to comment. You can also get your questions in there. And we really appreciate it. One more thing I almost forgot. For those of you who weren't on yesterday and who have not gotten the email, what's happening on September 7th, Matt, that should get people excited?
Yeah, absolutely. We're having our first Helium 10 social. So we've got a ton of folks who registered and claimed their ticket already. If you haven't yet, go ahead and check it out I think we shared it in both of those groups that I just mentioned. So get your ticket, Helium 10's first social. We have a big announcement there, new tools coming. So I mentioned at the beginning of this broadcast that we have over 20 tools and more coming. I wasn't kidding. So we've got an announcement there, a ton of networking, food, drinks. Manny's going to be there, Bradley, myself, the rest of the team. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. So hope to see you there.
All right. Thanks, guys. And thanks, John. I see you gave a heart and a thumbs up. And thank you, Andrew, for giving a thumbs up. So remember, if you're watching on the replay, don't forget to give us those thumbs up so we can make sure that you guys are tolerating us or love us. Or even if you hate us, you can give us the thumbs down. I think there's a thumbs down emoji. So, we take any, just like with Amazon, we take any feedback. Actually, we shouldn't incentivize these reviews. I can't say that please give us a thumbs up or we'll give you a Helium 10 shirt. That's against Amazon terms of service. So anyways, all right, guys, we're going to be back tomorrow, Thursday at 3 p.m. Pacific time. And I hope this time works for you. If this time is like you guys have trouble getting on, if you're watching the replay every single time and you'd prefer to watch us live, if you think that maybe earlier in the day is better or later in the day, please comment below. I'm going to check that tomorrow. Please let us know, anybody who's on right now, does 3 p.m. work for you? Does another time work for you? Later, earlier, whatever. Please comment below. So then, we'll tally it up and try and see maybe we need to adjust the time in the future. So thank you. This has been episode 8. I'm Bradley, and this is
Matt. Thank you very much.
We'll see you guys later.